Boom, 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 boom. Mr. Roll Bounce himself, Mr. Banner Today's 2, DJ TL. Stay tuned for that most exciting interview. But what happened to Banner Today's 1? I guess that's why you gotta stay tuned to D&E, DJs and Entertainment, on YouTube. Vincent Irving, aka DJ V. Today, for DJs and Entertainment, we're sitting here with Larry Tyler, aka DJ TL, the skate rink DJ. How did you first start into DJ?
Well, I tell you, my first introduction was a skating rink.
What skating rink is that?
It's Skateland East, what we call Bannister. We call it that because of the street in which it was on. Yeah, it was definitely skating. That's when I got my feel and taste of wanting to play the music.
About what year was that? What, 1980, somewhere around there?
Yeah, around that time. Now, if I back up a little bit, what gave my love for music, and as I think about it, was actually my brother. So at a young age, I was into music, but that I couldn't play no instruments. So I evolved into the skating rink, and from the skating rink, I watched the DJ at the time who was there was Dennis. We called him Big Dennis. And when watching Dennis, it inspired me to want to play music, man.
Larry Tyler, aka DJ TL, how did you get that name?
Wow. I tell you, the reality of that name is, as they say, stranger than fiction, if you will. I was a lady by the name of Cheryl at the high school I went to, and it was always Larry T, Larry this, whatever, and I didn't have a DJ name at all, and she gave me that name. She first called me Triple L, and then from Triple L it went to TL, and TL stuck. So Cheryl is actually the one who gave me that name. She started calling me that when I was in high school.
Mm-hmm. So that was a little bit before 1980 when you got the official DJ name of TL.
Well, no, I was in the senior building, so I was, I think I was 11th grade? No, I was 10th grade. 10th grade. So yeah, then 10th grade puts me around 80. Putting around the same time.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, it actually did. So yeah. So they kind of happened all together and quick at the same time. So
sitting here with DJ TL. Most DJs did get into the mix CD business. Let's see you. Can you raise that up? Banner Today's. Based on your skating rink experience, we want to find out, how did you get into skating, man? What was that all about? Because you was a very, very much known skater and a very good skater as well.
Like most kids, you're thumbing around with something to do. And that was the game in town. Everybody who was somebody seemed like they were at the skating rink. So I just followed the lead that everybody else was doing, basically, and went out there and skated. And while I was out there, the whole world opened up.
Beautiful. Now, Banner Today's, the mix CD, how did that come about? What motivated that?
What motivated is remembering the times, remembering back how we used to do it. Those times was definitely fading away and moving forward. And like you said, I wanted to break into the CD world. I wanted to break into producing, writing, and all that. So I figured, what was the best way to do that? At the time, I had no artist skills, if you will. But one thing I did have is I had the history of what was going on at the skating rink, and so that's what prompted me to do it, to launch my ability to put together a CD, a compilation, and present it.
So you started producing, you started with the mix CD. What are you doing, or what did you do thereafter? What other projects followed after Banner Today's CD?
Well, right after Banner Today's, I did Slow Gospel Slow, And honestly, the list goes on and on and on till the present day, which when I look and think about it, man, I don't know how many. I couldn't tell you, but I am probably close to maybe 100 and some projects.
Beautiful. When you talk about those projects, you want to open them up a little bit, maybe some things that you are working on currently. What are some of those projects?
Well, currently I'm not working on any project per se other than my own personal music, which is very, very much active. Matter of fact, just the other night I was in the studio working on a CD that I was doing for a friend of mine, and it's dedicated to her, basically.
Once again, sitting here with DJ TL. He's been around the music game for many, many years. So you want to spit some knowledge? Tell us about your experience within the music business.
Wow. The knowledge of the business is get it while it's going, or while it's good, as they say, because everybody has a shelf life, and when that shelf life comes due, well, it's time to do something different if you haven't transcended. And some people can, some people can't. You gotta know when it's your time and when it's not. So me personally, at this point in junction in life, I write and produce music to sell. I find artists that are already out there, already making it, and you shop it to them, because I'm no good as an artist. Okay, that time is like passed you by. Stop it. No need. It's gone.
DJ TL, not only did you DJ at Bannister skate rink, you was a skate rink DJ, but also you dabbed in radio as well. Open that up for us.
Yeah, in radio, they don't call them DJs, at least in gospel, they call them radio announcers. So I became a radio announcer, and I'm sitting here trying to think. I was said to be 1999 when I got my first start, and I got my start by a young lady by the name of Deborah. She came out to the skating rink and saw me DJing out there, saw me doing my little DJ talk, you know. And so she recommended that I go come out to the radio station and apply. Well, my first mind was, apply. What am I going to go to the radio station for? It was not one of those things at the time that I gravitated to, but unreluctantly, maybe 2 weeks after she had said something to me, I finally made my way down there. And from that, history rolled. I was there for 13 years, and at 890 KGGM, 13 years on the radio, primarily the weekends. Now, I work during the week every now and then, but primarily I was a weekend jock. And as my career in radio ended in August of 2015, as it ended, I was well known as probably Larry on the radio. So I had a 13-year tender at 890 KGGM.
DJ TL, you are also a DJ that DJ'd outside the booth. With that, I've seen in your resume, Gift Wrap Entertainment. What is that about?
That's my production company, which expanded that between DJing at the skating rink and working at the radio station. I opened up a recording studio, and in the reopened up recording studio, the name was Gift Wrap. That was my production name, Gift Wrap Productions. And so in between all of the things that you've heard prior, I worked the studio area, and which I recently, back in, I think it was 2017, is when I closed the doors to the studio.
DJ TL, you have really worked the business side of the music. You have had quite some great accomplishments. Do tell.
Well, I guess my biggest accomplishment to this day is probably being nominated in the Stellar Awards back in 2007. This is one of three that year that I was nominated. Now, I didn't walk away with the win, but it was nice to be in the building.
Right. You were nominated.
So yeah, and also in 2002, before that, I was nominated for the Omar Awards, and that was primarily for a visionary for recording gospel artists here in a local area. Now the Stella Awards was for a compilation we did called Pursue Your Dreams. I did that with Miss Diana Clemens and Future Leaders Outreach Network, which I was very pleased to have had that opportunity to actually be a part of that project. And so yeah,
That was also 2006 as well.
yeah. Well, the awards came out in 2007, so anytime you're working on a project, the lead up to it it was about a year and a half lead up to actually even making the awards, because once you finish the project, which it was a double CD, and it was a compilation, which is what I was known for doing back in the days with the mixed CDs. I did compilations.
Now you just did some name dropping. Diane Clemens, that's a name I forgot about. What organization was that again?
Future Leaders Outreach Network.
Wow, that was beautiful. I haven't heard that.
And they are still active. Matter of fact, they have a lot of things going on, and I am still active with them on a call-by-call basis, though. But I'm still, as they say, somewhat part of the crew.
Right, you're on cause. Nothing wrong with that.
Yes, exactly.
Any other? Now you also mentioned a recording studio, and you used to work with a lot of local artists here in Kansas City, Missouri. Care to do any name dropping on some of the artists?
Somebody by the name of DJ Fee I worked with, along with, he introduced me actually to a lot of young rap groups here in the city. Set Apart, there were some few others, that really helped me get more established, because the thing was, you had to create your presence in order to become anything. As I think now, there's so many names, man, it's just kind of like I'd have to pull out a list and just start reading them off.
That's beautiful.
But the studio actually opened up in 2000. Well, the studio that became the benchmark was 2010. I had home studios, but when I take that back, man. You're really making me think here, because I date all the way back. It dates all the way back to 1992.
Right.
So my memory is trying to jog on me. You can tell I'm getting a little older. But anyway.
Because also, too, along with that, to jog your memory more so, you used to do a lot of promoting at the skating rink with a lot of
Exactly. I did a lot of skating parties. And I also brought acts out to the skating party. So we would have live performances. No, the acts was not on skates, but they were in the building. And we had a lot of fun doing that.
About what year was that?
Man, it was all in between.
I know it had to been before 1999, so...
Yes, everything was between, I want to say, let's say between, it had to be 87 and 99, somewhere in between those years. I can't remember, the actual to all the days.
So along with that, if anybody wants to get in contact with DJ TL now, do you have any social media people can catch up with you?
Man, I am the worst. Facebook, you can go look me up and I'll never see you, because I don't ever go on there to find you. But to contact me is just simply by dialing my number, area code 816-359. I can't even remember, 7199. That would be the number to contact me. Like I said, right now I'm what they call a production manager. I manage projects. So
that's the future of DJ TL.
Yeah, that's what's going on now. You kind of evolve to things once you realize where you're good at and what's happening. You evolve to keep yourself relevant.
Sounds good. Well, I appreciate you giving us the time on DJs and Entertainment. Larry Tyler, aka DJ TL, thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
I'm Vincent Irving, aka DJ V, with DJs and Entertainment. What up, V?
Hey, V.
Yeah, it's me. Don't look so bewildered, man. How do you think we get all this work done? Remember, you dozed off last night. Woke up, playlist, done.
I thought I finished that last night.
Yes, we did.